Hi. Hopefully, everybody, I am live on Facebook and YouTube, just checking everything real quick. All right. Hi, I'm Bonnie Lynn Linke, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my studio, my Facebook Live and my YouTube Live. I appreciate you being here with me this evening. And also, for those of you who are joining and watching the video later on YouTube, thank you. And Facebook also, thank you. I appreciate you watching the video, and I love your feedback. I love comments. So, shout out and say hello and leave me a comment on what you think of the card. And I love thumbs ups. And YouTube loves those too. And so does Facebook, you to like our posts our videos and all when you see them. So thank you. Hey, some big news. Stampin' Up! Is refreshing their clearance rack tonight at midnight, and that's Mountain Standard Time. And let's see, and that's the same time that I'm on right now. So in another 6 hours, that will all be coming up. Have no idea what's on there. I can't wait to see. I'm tempted to stay up till midnight. Well, I'm always awake till midnight, but I'm usually not on my laptop at that time of the night. And let's see, the new catalog comes out May 1st. You can start ordering at midnight on May 1st. So that's exciting. I think May 1st is on it's on a Tuesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I can't remember right offhand. I looked it up 10 minutes ago and it has already, whoops, over my head. Memory doesn't last long all the time. So that means there's only a week left to order from the retiring items from the annual catalog and the spring mini catalog. So if there's anything you want, they're already sold out of a lot of items. So if there's anything you want, act fast before it's all gone. And some of the items are on sale. What I'm demonstrating tonight, the stamp I'm using is the Dainty Delight stamp, and it's 15% off, and it was still available a few minutes ago. And so are the frames that go with it. And the frames are actually, I think, 40% off. They're either 40 or 50% off. I don't remember right offhand. So that's a good deal there. And I love the Dainty Delight. I haven't used it in so long. And it's like, why not? Because I really enjoyed that last spring. It came out a year ago in the spring mini catalog and then was carried over for a year. And I really enjoyed that set. And the paper that came out at the time in the spring catalog was fabulous. I believe it was a celebration item, the paper. So if you order from me, please use my host code, and it is YES4C7HK, and that will be up on the screen when I switch to my desktop view. I got it written on paper. And my next in-person class will be May 14th. I was going to do one on May 11th, but that's the day before Mother's Day, and decided that wasn't really a good day to do it. A lot of people are busy on Mother's Day weekend and all. So switched it over to Tuesday, May 14th. It's at 1 in the afternoon at my house. So if you're interested, you can sign up, and I'm going to just show you the cards real quick. I have 3 of the cards designed. There will be a 4th one. And the 4th one, let me see, do I have that? I have that someplace, I thought. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I did with it, but it's a birdhouse. So that's, it's really cool. So these are the new stamp sets. These are designed with the country flowers, and then the 4th card is country birdhouses. And these cards are going to be my free, plus one more out of the country flowers are going to be my free class for those who order online from me during the month of May and use my host code. So exciting, because this designer series paper is absolutely gorgeous. So we'll switch back here. And what else? I think that's about it. So we can get started. Now, the card we're doing today, I'm going to switch that over, and let me turn, whoops. Okay, I did something. There we go. I'm dangerous. Okay, I hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. We're going to do this one today. This is the card that I sent out in my email on Friday for my quick and simple card. And this really is a quick and simple card, but I had a request to do a video on it to show you how to do the cuts. And so that's what I'm going to do. And this is the card that I had sent out on Friday. It was with the Ink and Tile stamp set, which is retiring in another week. And this is the Dainty Delight. And I don't know if you caught it, but on the card for my class next month, doing the same design, the same creative cut. And so, and this is the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. So really cool. You don't need any dies for this unless you want to use one to cut out a greeting. But other than that, and on this one, in the directions that you'll see on the email I send out, and also there will be a link to the directions on my YouTube later tonight under details, it says an embossing folder. And the embossing folder that I used was the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. And I'm trying to get this where you can see it without any glares. This I used on the envelope flap. It's really a cool embossing folder. I really like it. So I highly recommend that one. All right, so let me move these out of the way. And this is made out of the in colors, the 2024 to 2026 in colors. And I'm going to show those to you real quick. This one right here is the Shamrock. It's a pretty cool green. I like it. It reminds me of a color, a cactus green, and I don't know if Stampin' Up! Had that a few years ago or what, but that's what it reminds me of. This is Petunia Pop. It's a good purple, violet purple. I like that. Purples and pinks are my favorites. So here's the pretty in pink right here. So those are two of my favorite colors, pinks and purples, the whole color family. So I really like these. The Peach Pie. I love this. These colors suit me. I love pastel colors, and these are so pretty. And this one is called Summer Splash. It's kind of a greenish blue color. It's not really blue, but it's not really green. Reminds me, let me see if I have Coastal Cabana. Let's grab a piece of that and put it up against it. So this is the Coastal Cabana right here. So this is a little bit darker than the Coastal Cabana. So really cool colors. Love them, love them, love them. And also the designer series paper for the in colors. And it's actually the designer series paper is the designs that they are using this year. And I'm just going to show you in the, let's see, let's pull out the Petunia Pop. Okay, that's one side. This is stripes on the other side. So you got the leaves with some flowers. You got stripes on the other side. And then the other piece of paper that comes with it. This is a pretty cool design. I don't really know what to call it, but it is, I'm trying to hold it up there so you can see it. It's really cool. I like that. And then the reverse side of that one is, hold on, this one. And this is round circles. And we're actually going to be using that in the pretty in pink tonight on our card, this design. And before I forget, my product share is going on. You still have another week to sign up. The 30th at 3 in the afternoon. So that's next Monday afternoon is the latest you have to sign up and pay for it. And I'm doing a paper share, and you have your choice of just having the designer series papers, not including the core colors or the in colors. That's one choice. The other choice is to also add the core colors and in color designer series paper on. And you can order a double share of the regular designer series paper if you want to. And then I'm doing an embellishment and ribbon share. So that information is there will be a link under YouTube in the details also to go to my paper share and product share. If you have any problems, you can email me it's bonnie@bonniestamps.com. It's okay. And this is the April host code. I'll just leave it sitting right there. So, okay, let's get started on making this card. First thing you want to do is you want to cut your paper to the right size. And, uh-oh, you're not going to believe this. My cheat card is missing. So let me see. I know I have, okay, this is not a good sign to not have my directions. I checked and made sure everything was present except for that. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. I got it. Okay. This is my cheat sheet right here. And on here, I have it. It's the size of what the card base is, 7 3/8 by 5 1/2. And we score it at 4 1/4. And I like making for any different regular folds or anything. I like having just ones I can file away and pull them out whenever I need it with the measurements and all. So I've already scored this at 4 1/4, but this right now is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. So we're going to go ahead and cut it down to 7 3/8. So there's 7 1/4, and take that to the 3/8 line right there. Okay. Now this short side, we're going to go ahead and fold this and burnish it. We're going to still need the cutter. So I'm going to burnish that with my bone folder, just like that. Okay, this short side is the card front. And what we want to do now is we want to measure it at 1 inch. So I'm going to put it right here. I'm putting it on the 1 inch line over on this side of my trimmer. And I'm going to measure it right, put a mark right there. And I'm going to put a mark right here. And the next thing I want to do is I want to measure it at 2 3/4, which is right here. I'm just going to bring my cheat sheet back here and show it to you. I have it marked here that 1 inch, 1 inch, and then this is at 2 3/4, and then I drew a diagonal line. On my blog and for the card, bonniestamps.com, for both last Fridays, and it will be in today's too. There is a picture of this so that you can see. You don't need to draw the line. You just need to know what you're cutting off this corner here and this corner here to get the point of the card. So we're going to put the 1 inch mark in the cutting track, and we want to put the 2 3/4 inch mark so it's also in the cutting track. And there we go. Hold it firmly in place and then cut it off. Now we want to turn it and put the 1 inch mark on this side in the cutting track, and we want this in the cutting track. We want to make sure we get that to a point too. So there we go. And we got a point. The first time I did it, I had a little bit of a flat spot, so I had to go back and straighten that out. Okay, and while we're here, we're going to do our green piece too. And that's this layer here. Now this one here is 3 3/8 inch by 5 1/2. This is actually a 1/4 inch larger than what this part is right here. And so we do it the exact same way. I'm going to line this up on the 1 inch mark. We're going to make a mark there. We're going to make a mark there. And then again, the 2 3/4. So we do it exactly the same way, exactly the same measurements. Okay. And then we just line those marks up in our cutting track. Just take your time and make sure they're right. There we go. And this side too. So I hope you all had a good weekend. It was windy here, so it made it a little bit on the chilly side. But it was a good weekend. And today was a nice day. The weather was nice. My husband had the energy to go out and mow the lawn, so he did that, which was wonderful. He had a CAT scan today, so Wednesday we get the results to see how his cancer's doing. It's always a nerve-wracking time for me and him too. Okay, so I'm just making sure that, because I made big marks, I'm just erasing those pencil marks off, just like that. And I probably need to change my blade. I got some shreds there. So if you have a nail file, you can take that and just file them some. Also, if you have a sanding block, Stampin' Up! Used to have a sanding block, and I have one. Or you can even, if like you have a piece of pretty fine sandpaper, just take it and go like so. And there we go. That will be fine. And I like to test it in here. Looks good to me. Now there's a hair of a paper right there that it will drive me crazy. I'm a quilter too, and my points have to match up. If they don't, it drives me crazy. And also remember to erase any pencil marks off the front of your card too. You could probably make them on the back side and do it that way, which would make sense because, see, we're going to cover up this whole back side here. And we're going to do that right now. So we're going to glue this piece here just like this. Oh, yes, I wasn't sure I had the right size there. So to do that, we're just going to take. Oh, Dee, hi, welcome. I'm glad you're here watching with us tonight. I appreciate that. So I hope you're not trying to cook dinner or something at the same time, depending on what time zone you're in. It was hard to pick a date and time, day of the week and a time, because I had to schedule it around all my husband's doctor's appointments. So that's why we ended up with this time of the day. And I had to do it before I got too tired. Okay, so there we go. We glued that piece together like that. Okay, now we need to cut our designer series paper. The directions say 4 1/4, but I like to do a little bit less than 4 1/4. So first, I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2. And the great thing about this paper, it's non-directional, so it doesn't matter which way I do it. Okay, if I do it at 4 1/4, because we got the mountain in there, it just doesn't, it hangs over here. So I go and I do it at 4 5/16. Just a hair, maybe not quite, not 5/16, but 3/16. Even a hair larger than that. Not much of a difference. I just didn't want it hanging off there. So we'll check it out. Now before I glue it in place, see, I want it to see it's not hanging over that much. So I'm okay with that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of this paper trimmer. So you just want to do it, a hair or so smaller than 4 1/4. So we'll go ahead and put our glue on here. All right, and then we're just going to glue this on here. And I got glue on my table. Okay, and you want to get this lined up. There we go. And there we go. That's it. Your card is put together. But you know what I should have done before I put all the paper on? I should have stamped it. So we are going to stamp it now. So this is the Dainty Delight. It's a cling stamp set, so you don't need to use the Stampin' Pierce mat underneath because this is already a cushion stamp. And this is actually the larger of the stamps. See, I have leftover pieces. I put them in a little Ziploc bag. I get the bags on Amazon. They're really nice. It's just the 2-ounce one, but I'm just, that fits right up there. So it's the larger one of them. And let's see, I want to get a piece of paper underneath here. But yes, you should really stamp this before you put your card base together. See, I was so excited to get started and show you how to do this card base that I completely forgot to do my stamping and coloring first. So I'm stamping it in Memento black ink. And so we'll just hope I do a good job with it. Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right. And now to color it, I'm using Stampin' Right markers. You can use your Stampin' Blends if you want to. I just wanted to do something different, so I'm doing my leaves just in the markers, and I do all these. I just put a little dot and all these little open things just to give it more color. You probably don't have to do this one, but I just like having the little bit of color on it. And we're only doing the leaves right now. And I'm using the Shy Shamrock because that's the color of cardstock we used. We used the Pretty in Pink Designer Series paper, but we're using the Shy Shamrock for our green. That's kind of nice occasionally to step away from the Stampin' Blends and just put on some color real fast with the markers. So if you guys have a favorite method of coloring, why don't you let me know? Is it using the water painters? Is it using the blends, the Stampin' markers? Or do you like coloring with the colored pencils? We've had the chalk. I haven't used the chalk. I should have. But I like coloring with the Stampin' Blends a whole lot. But I also like, I don't do it very much because I'm not very good at it, probably because I don't do it very much. I like doing the water painters. I think that's a lot of fun. And now I'm doing the Pretty in Pink on the flowers. So we're just going to color those in. But these are such tiny images with these leaves and these flowers that I found the Stampin' Blends easier to, not the Stampin' Blends, the Stampin' Right markers easier to use because they, I can just dab it on those tiny flowers and it doesn't spread. With the Stampin' Blends, the alcohol inks do spread. But you can shade and things better with the Stampin' Blend. So they each have their own use. So we're almost done here. Just another 4 or 5 flowers to go. See, it takes longer to color the flowers than what it does to actually make the cuts and put the card together. I'm excited about the new catalog starting next week. It is really cool, and there's some more items I want. I was able to get a few items off a pre-order. And also, did you guys notice that Stampin' Up! Changed the Stampin' Right markers? I think it was last year. This other end, it is such a finer tip that it is really great to write with. And actually, you can just dot, like if I wanted to do the center of the flower a different color, I would easily be able to do that. They're really great markers. All right. And now for the front, I went to the Go-To Greetings, which is retiring also at the end of the week. And I stamped my greeting. I stamped it on a 3-inch by, well, this is actually larger than 3 inches, by 1/2 inch piece of white cardstock. Now, what I wanted to do is I went to cut it on this one end so that it kind of matches my cut here. So I just hold my scissors up against it like so. Make sure I have it straight as I cut it. See, I'm just holding them up there like that. And that way my angle is pretty much the same. And I don't want it all the way there, so I'm going to cut that off there a little bit. Let's set an angle. I'm not a very good straight cutter. Okay. Now let's see. Perfect. That's how I want that to go. So I'm going to get me a couple dimensionals. And grab me something to put these on with. Well, thank you, Dee. I hope you do case it. It is, and it works with any stamp set. You just need a stamp that is large enough to fill this space and fill it. Because you'll notice on, what did I do with it? Okay, I don't know what I did with the cards that I showed you when I started. Man, I lose things right in front of me. Okay, we're just going to take this and we're going to just put this on here with our dimensionals. It's pretty straight. And then we got our embellishments for it. So these are the resin in color dots. And then these are the shimmer gems, the in color ones. And I like these. So we are going to use the Pretty in Pink. I did try putting Shy Shamrock on here, but I didn't think that looked as pretty. So that's why we're using the Pretty in Pink. And we're just going to go and put 3 of these on here, just like so. I love these colors. Oh, I'm going to be so happy with these this year. Okay. And when we're done here, I want to remember to show you another new product. So, okay, so now we have the inside of our card to do. And the inside of our card, we're just going to take the stamp again. I'm not doing anything special. No other layers. We're just going to go directly on the card base. And we're going to stamp a little bit of it just like this. There we go. And then we color that too. Now I'm not going to color it all, but I'll throw a little bit of color on there for you. We'll just, just a little dab here and there of this green. Do her leaves. Color here and there of that. But you get the point, and we'll do a little bit of the pretty and pink on the flower, on a couple of the flowers too. So, and then you just, if you want to, just keep coloring it in until it's all done. All right, and then for the envelope, as I said, I used the new eyelet embossing folder, and let's see, can you see that? How pretty that is? It is just really a cool design. And we're going to take it and we're going to put some glue on our envelope flap. I like using, as much as I don't like using glue, I like using it to put paper on the envelope flap when I do it, because it just holds it better and it gives me a moment to slide it around to get it in place. So hold it up on the front, make sure it's even at the top there. And got it on the sides, and then just go on and press it in place. And we're going to turn it over here, and it's kind of already in place. It was a little low there, but that's okay. Or else I cut my paper crooked, one or the other. And I just let it hang over that little bit right there. I ran out of Stampin' Up! Envelopes, so I'm using another brand today. Okay, so there's our envelope flap. And as you'll see, I stamped the flower on the front also and colored it in. Really fun to do. So that's all there is to it, is to just go like so. And I'll open it up so you can see that. So that was the card made today. This is the one I did as my sample. Now I'm curious, which front do you like more? Do you like the circles or do you like the leaves? I think I like the circles, but the leaves are really pretty too. So it goes either way. On the inside, we got the stripes and we got this cool pattern here. And I'm good either way. So I'm a hard one to make decisions. But so that was the card. Nice and simple. Very easy to do. You can do it. It's just making 3 pencil marks and lining them up in the track, and making 2 cuts on each cut on the card base there, another card cut here, and then you repeat the same thing for the first layer. So I know you can do it. But before we go, I wanted to show you in the new catalog, they have the Sunny Springs cards and envelopes and the Common Creek cards and envelopes. I have not opened these yet, so we're going to take a look at these right now. This catalog, if you are new to stamping or you're looking for easy projects to do, maybe with friends that you want to introduce, have them come over and help, or grandchildren or your children, these are going to be wonderful. Okay, let's see. Our card bases. So there is one. There's another one. There's that one. That one. And that one. And then they all have matching envelopes too. Oh, and the same design is on the envelope, on the whole envelope. Isn't that cool? And that's light enough that you should still be able to write on it without any problems. Very nice. I like those. Okay, and then let's take a look at these here. And if there's any design that you don't like or you think it's too busy for a whole card front or something, you can cut them in half and use them for backings on cards. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? Very nice. I like these. Okay, and then they have, this is the fully flowering, and I can't say the word. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher it. Ephemera pack, EPHEMERA. So, sorry, I cannot pronounce it. Okay, and then this is what you get. It looks like all the pages are, no, they're not all the same. Let's see. We got a couple right here. We got a couple right there. So 4 different, 2 pages each of 4 different designs and all. So you could, you know, they just punch out. And you can design your flowers, use some dimensionals or something. And then this bag here is your labels and layers pack. So we'll open this. And this one is the saying something pack. And these are in English. So let's see what all they have in them. Okay. And on the page that you have these packs, there's a stamp set down there, and it has some really wonderful sayings. So, you know, it makes a wonderful gift for somebody. You know, you could punch one of these out and just put it on here with this, and maybe, let me see, which one did I get this out of? Which one? This one right here. We can maybe add like a leaf or something in with it, just like that. So many different things you can do. They got, I don't know if I'd put that on there too, probably not. But we could put that on there, and then maybe add this behind it too. So different things you can do, and then you can do like, it's your birthday. And then there's another page here with other sayings. Love you. Happy birthday. Thanks. So just really great punch outs. And there's 2 sheets each of each design. So we got 6. Oh, no, there's 4 different pages of designs here, and there's more here too. So really cool. I think these are great. You can make some great things. And then right here, as I told you, they had a stamp set there that had good greetings, sentiments on it. So, and then leave the inside of the card blank for writing a handwritten note. So we have 2 pages of those. And these are just some pretty labels that you can punch out and stamp on. There we go, 4 different pages. But you know, you could even like this one right here, take it. Let me see. I don't know, take it and go like so. Or you could even put it on the inside and stamp something in there. You know, you fold it and put it there, stamp something in there, and then you can sign below. So many different options. So really cool. I really like it. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me. I really enjoy coming and doing the lives and sharing new projects with you and creative ideas. If there's anything you want me to do, please let me know. I forgot to put it back up this way. And I just really thank you. I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a blessed week. And may all good things happen for you. And I hope to see you here next Monday evening at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And thank you. And I will try to shut this off without doing anything wrong. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your evening.